across the street from the bank.
Yeah.
And on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, they don't open up until 9 o'clock in the morning. And they're only open till noon.
Yeah.
But you go in there and get free bread and pastries Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, or you can call them and set up an appointment. I think once every 3 months you get commodities, they fix you on the groceries. And if you ever need help on your utilities of any kind, Von Trent place to go, they're closest people.
Well, that's one of
And
the things.
they do assistance on utility bills.
That was one of the things I'm wondering about, because I need some help with my gas bill, maybe. If the goddess gives me 2 or 3 days like she gave me in the last 2 or 3 days, I won't need assistance. I got to come up with $200 for my gas bill, or they're going to shut me off. You know, I got distracted and missed my pay agreement, and so they're going to shut me off after.
Just go in and talk to them people.
Well,
And they're usually open till noon on them days. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, every day of the week.
that is good to know. But what I'm saying is, there's indications that the goddess is just wanting me to pay the bill off. Because if I could come up with $200 I can spare between now and the 24th, I can just get it caught up, and then it's out of the way. And then we can save Von Trent for if I have a real emergency. Like the electricity. I'm behind in the electricity, and it's going to be a while to get caught up. I'm thinking I might have to go on a pay agreement for that. You know how that is. If you don't make your pay agreement payment, it busts and you owe everything. That's where I am at the gas, because I had it where my gas bill was about $40 a month, but I was paying off a pass, and I missed my $40 payment, and so I owed the whole $200. And I don't have $200, but I might have $200 before the 24th, because the goddess may take care of it. And it's just me recognizing the goddess is saying, we're taking care of it this way, and that's all it takes. And that's all the preaching I'll do actually for today. I got hours and hours of preaching.
They help on all utilities. Don't matter if it's lights, gas, water. Don't matter. That's
good to know.
just go in there and talk to them, man. They may get your information, your phone number, and this, that, so they can get a hold of you.
I know, and they're probably an independent charity, right?
I think so, yeah, because they helped me and Tammy out a couple times.
Yeah, they give people food. Sometimes it's stale. Sometimes it's just past expiration.
Usually stuff we get through them is usually pretty fresh.
That's nice to know.
That's
nice
where
to
me
know.
and Tammy, that's where we get our little bags of northern white beans, man. Sometimes they're pinto beans, sometimes they're not.
I remember what I said about that.
I told Tammy, I said, I'll eat all the white beans you can get. I can't handle the pinto beans anymore.
But you remember what I said about that.
I'll bring them to you, man.
If they're there, take them. And that came up because I've been trying to make a batch of beans for 5 days, and I've been too damn busy. And every day I get up and go, I'm gonna make or every day I go, tomorrow I'm gonna make a batch of beans, and I haven't got to tomorrow yet. That's the trick.
I hear you, man.
Today,
You make a big pot of beans, man. You gotta have cornbread to go with it.
I got cornbread. I got cornbread, and I got bacon for my salt pork.
Them little jiffy mixes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes the best cornbread there is, man.
The easiest for sure. That's the easiest damn cornbread. The only difference, that's Yankee cornbread.
Yankee cornbread?
That's Yankee cornbread. See, in the South, we don't put sugar in the cornbread. There's a tiny little bit of sugar in that.
Yeah.
But it's good. There's nothing wrong with Yankee cornbread, except, down South they're really snooty about anything Yankee. That's what my people did when I was a kid.
If Tammy ain't got the jiffy mix, she usually just makes her own.
Yeah. I have tried that.
That's the best way. That way you know what's in it.
I've tried that once or twice. I've never found a good recipe. If she has a recipe for cornbread, I would appreciate it. To make from scratch.
I'll talk to her, man. Hey, Mike wants a recipe for cornbread.
Has she got a printer?
She wants to get all that stuff, but she's waiting till next month before she gets that.
But she doesn't
big
need
lump
one.
sum, and she wants to get another computer and a printer.
I hear you.
But she wants a printer that'll do DVDs and CDs both.
No, that's a burner.
Or a burner. She'll write it out on paper or whatever.
That would be precious. That would be sacred and holy. If she wants to write down her cornbread recipe, I would really appreciate it, because I have searched long and hard for a good cornbread recipe.
Oh, she'll get it off the internet or out of a book.
I
She won't give up her family.
I don't see. I don't. That's the trouble. I have searched and never found a good one. So if she knows a good, make it from scratch. I'm not asking for no secrets.
Yeah.
I just want to know a recipe someone used to make cornbread. What's up, baby girl? We feel you need to interject your thoughts at this point in time. Or later, and I have food stamps left, so we'll be going for juice.
Spent time with my nephew there Saturday. From that used to be in the 101st Airborne.
Yeah.
He's not in it anymore. He's in a. He's doing his reserve time right now.
Yeah, he did tours in Iraq, Afghanistan, that kind of thing.
Yeah, he's over there in Afghanistan.
101st Airborne.
He was over there. He's rotated down the states. 4 or 5 different tours over there.
Yeah.
He was a mechanic. So.
Yeah. Your family has served a lot. Your family is practically.
He's 101st Airborne.
Uh-huh.
I was 194th Army Brigade in Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I spent time in Germany. That was 3rd Armored Division.
Yeah. That's Pat.
Same patch Elvis Presley had.
Okay.
Been watching that military history stuff, all them greatest tank battles and stuff, they had over North Africa and stuff, and then talking about Patton. Well, he had the 3rd Army.
3rd Army.
Well, part of the 3rd Army was the 3rd Armored Division.
Exactly. That's Patton's. And you were there in
and then
70.
One day, I think I was down here and I seen it on there. That Patton was actually back in the late 1800s, 1900s.
The late 19. That's when he was born in the late 1800s.
Right.
Went to West Point.
Yeah.
All that before he went to do that stuff in Mexico with Pancho Villa.
Pancho Villa, that was it.
Yeah.
Which would lead to animosity.
Man, there's history right there. No wonder you're.
Yeah, well, and then did you know that Patton took part in the first ever tank attack by the United States in World War I? The first,
Yeah.
The
Could we
first,
seen that down here, I think, one day on television?
Yeah.
Talking about that.
yeah. He was in
And
the
he was,
first.
he was part of that when that happened.
Yeah, exactly. So, history's very interesting.
I got to think one day, well, now I see why they call it a Patton Town. They ain't named him after him.
Exactly.
When you wander around, you have a three-dimensional picture of the geology.
Before that, they had the Sherman tank, and that was they didn't have anybody really a tanker.
Yeah, before that
William Tecumseh Sherman.
was the first combat tank.
Yeah. The first efficient combat tank was the Sherman.
Yeah.
It had its flaws, but 40,000 of them were enough to overwhelm a lot fewer. You know, if you got Tiger tanks, a Tiger, one Sherman, one Tiger, no chance. But one Tiger, 10 Sherman, you know, he's going to knock out 9, and that last one's going to shoot him in the ass.
Just poor goddamn Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, Kelly's Heroes,
Yeah,
Donald
exactly.
Sutherland.
Get behind that
Odd
tiger,
job.
fire a bullet right up his ass.
Yeah, I jobbed my hero. I patterned my persona as a young person. You know, who do I want to be like? I want to be like Oddball.
No doubt, man. Get behind that guy.
Yeah, I love any movie with a tank in it. Have you seen the movie where Elvis Presley, the movie they made about him being, he plays a character who's in the army in Germany? I mean, they're in M48s, and there's some great M48 footage in it. I'll find that movie. Yeah, and
I ain't much on Elvis Presley, but if it's anything to do with tanks, yeah.
it's about serving in Germany, in the army, and he's not being Elvis Presley. He's playing a character who's in the army in Germany, and they're in tanks. He's a tanker. It's M48s. I never put all this together before. I love that movie just for the M48 footage. Of course, I like Elvis movies anyway, but the tank stuff in there, and that was taking place almost exactly 20 years before you were doing the same thing. Like, that was around 1959, and you were there in 79. I find that very interesting.
Yeah, I was, Germany was 80 and 81.
Yeah.
And
well, you were in
when
the
I
army.
first went in was November 78, so actually all of 79 was
Fort Knox, Kentucky. Well, but you were in the army 20 years after, because, you know, Elvis, if he was actually in armor, he was at Fort Knox, Kentucky, 20 years before you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very interesting. Maybe he was the character.
I know we had the same unit patch on when I was young.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, see,
man, if I could see pictures of all the patches, I could figure out that patch I had at Fort Knox. I haven't seen it in a long time.
You know, that's the kind of thing that
had the old axe on it, and the bullet had the spikes sticking out.
That's the kind of thing you can do on the internet. Probably every patch that's ever been on a shoulder, there's a picture of on the internet. Yeah, exactly. And you can find it on the internet. You can go say that, and you can copy it off on your little thing and say, this is the patch I used for. That's what the internet's good for, is finding old shit like that. Like, I found an old picture of John Lennon this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Picture John Lennon doing this, holding his hand out, and this is from 1979. I mean, he got killed in 1979, so it happened in 1979 or 8 sometime. And on his hand it says, "Free Peltier."
Free Peltier?
Free Peltier.
Right on.
35 years ago. I mean, he's dead. But that's him calling out from beyond the grave, going,
oh, okay.
You know.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's looking you right in the eye. So I sent that off to Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr to remind them. We'll see if anything happens. I don't know. They may never see it, but it's a symbolic act. And I'm